What I really want to see, I want to see some comments on Spotify reminding Silas that you can see him. There's a video.
No, they can't see me.
It's there.
They can't see me. That's not true. No one on Spotify. Spotify is sound only. I could fart into the mic right now. But they wouldn't know if it was me putting my butt up to the mic or me making fart noises with my hands.
Let's test that theory. All right, Spotify users, let them know.
We'll put a poll up on Spotify. Did Silas make that?
Real fart or no?
Hello, and welcome back to Time Well Met, the podcast where we have nothing together at all. None of this is organized. We have no idea what we're doing. And yet you're still here. If you're new to the podcast or if you're joining us for the first time, we like to talk about a number of different things. We like to talk about video games. We like to talk about the goings-ons of the internet. And most importantly, we like to talk about mental health and how that affects our everyday lives. My name is Silas, and I'm joined as always by some might call the loveliest of lovely hosts, co-hosts. Listen, if there was a magazine specifically for podcasts, he'd be on the cover as loveliest co-host every year.
Not the cover. I get the centerfold.
All right, the one that folds out,
spread wide.
the one that like you turn it and it blip 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 it has the insert. Oh yeah, there you go.
That's me.
Kirby,
Podcast Monthly.
Kirby, how are you doing? How has Podcast Monthly been treating you?
Well, the awards have been great. I gotta admit, the money, the fame, and the women are just phenomenal. But I don't have anything together, man. I had to reinstall my camera software just to record my podcast. So it's crazy that I won. I really feel bad for the losers. Y'all must suck.
Yeah, they're trash apparently compared to us, man. What is going on? Oh man, what a week it's been. And so I'll say it now. Normally we'd say, oh, it's been 2 weeks. It's been such a long time. It hasn't. It's been a singular
week. So much has
week.
happened.
One singular week has passed. And the reason for that being is we're filming this episode early because when this episode comes out, we'll be at QuakeCon. Hello, QuakeCon. Hello.
Hi, QuakeCon. I'll be so much happier now when this releases than I am while this is recording.
I think both of us are pretty tired, a little stressed, just kind of going through the flows of life. But then next week, oh, man. Oh,
we're coasting. As we say on this show, we are coasting right now.
Everything's
But next week, we're going to spread our wings and fly.
Oh, man. I can't wait. Oh, it's going to be so fun. We talk all year about how much we anticipate and how excited we are for QuakeCon. And then it gets here and we're like, counting down the minutes, man. I'm
chomping at the bit.
Dude, I can't wait.
I got 2 days of work left.
Yeah.
And I anticipate that Tuesday to just be miserable. It's going to be miserable, bro.
So at my new job, I've been there for a couple weeks now. And the way that they've scheduled me for this week is that I had basically 7 days in a row working. I have to close all of those days except for the last day where I open. So it shifts my schedule forward an hour.
Perfect.
Which is just great. That's awesome. I don't know why they do that. And it's funny too, because I've talked to my coworkers and they're like, yeah, all of us hate closing. And I was like, good. Give me that shift. I will do it because you're done by 6 p.m. Latest is 6:30. And then I'm 5 minutes from home. So I'm at home gaming 5 minutes later, or if I have to go run errands, latest I'm home is 7 o'clock. So I'm like, that's great. Oh man. But they're all, I don't know. It's weird. Oh man.
And some people are morning people.
Yeah.
I don't think you or I.
Nope. Man, yeah. I've been dealing with a little medical issue, so that's been fun. Nothing life-threatening, but just having to deal with it is enough to just add that extra stress, man. My dad went on vacation, so he was out of town for a week, and so I had to take care of his dogs during that whole time. So it was that added stress. It's just one thing after another, man. So it's all of that compiling into QuakeCon is next week. Oh, God.
I know. Dude, tell me, dude, it's just life, man. Life.
Yeah.
Work is super stressful for me right now. One of my coworkers is leaving,
Mm-hmm.
and I have always, since I've started there, essentially been like his backup. So now that he's leaving, they're just like, you fully do everything that he does now until we find a replacement. I'm sitting there going, but what about all the other shit that I do, you know?
Yeah.
So there's all that stress, trying to figure that out, learn it, pick it up, be ready and prepared. And just knowing that so today was his last day, actually.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And then I work 2 days
Ugh.
without him. I'm taking all his responsibilities for 2 days and then see ya.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck, playa.
Yeah. And then fucking, dude, I've had a little, I guess the medical thing, dude, I haven't been able to sleep recently, bro. I've been every single night I lay down and just all of a sudden wide awake and for like 1 or 2 hours before I fall asleep.
You tried any like?
So it's fine.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm pretty perpetually used to not getting enough sleep, but it's starting to catch up, man. I'm feeling foggy.
Yeah. Have you tried any like supplement? Like I take melatonin at night. Have you tried anything like that or?
I have not, and the reason for that, hey, we like to talk about mental health here on this podcast. I firmly believe that it was induced when my coworker said he's going to be leaving, and they said you're going to be doing everything he's going to be doing, because it has me really nervous that they won't hire somebody quick enough, and then all my normal responsibilities with all of his are going to just bend me over with no lube.
The stress and anxiety of an upcoming of a situation that you can actively see and do nothing about.
I'm trying to prep myself, but I'm like fighting with I think this is a pretty normal human thing of if you have a job and you're on vacation next week, you don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation next week.
Exactly.
You check out early. So I'm like a little checked out while trying to know that I need to pay more attention, and it's kind of a lot of stress. So as of right now, my plan is to see what happens after QuakeCon. Hopefully I can, stay awake for 72 hours straight, drink like 17 balls at QuakeCon, and then just fix my sleep schedule. Yeah, that's how it works,
easy.
I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm a doctor. That's how you fix it.
Holy shit. Yeah, it's funny too. So at work, I've been able to kind of connect with my coworkers and talk with them a little bit. And so we've been talking about how, funnily enough, about how like stress like affects the body, man. Like, and people don't really realize that, excuse me, definitely something to like look into. If you've never just sat down and done a little research about stress and the effects it can have, it can fuck you up, man. Yep. Stress is like such a dangerous thing.
Will bring on physical illness.
Oh yeah, no, it can mess with your stomach. It can cause like different shit like headaches and migraines. It can cause body aches. It can affect your sleep. It can affect your diet. Like it can affect so many things. And it's just like something that's like in the background. We don't think about it, man. Like it's very odd.
But then here in America, the more stress you got, the more strength you got.
Yeah.
The bigger man you are.
Mm-hmm.
So
don't let that stress break you.
I haven't slept, therefore I'm, I don't know, The Rock or something. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Basically. I'm badass.
Yeah. You're essentially like a world-renowned bodybuilder. Like you're just like that manly, who's like jumping out of a helicopter with a flamethrower in one hand and
while lifting weights.
Yeah. So
that's me.
Hey, not bad. I don't want to be that though, dude. Stress sucks. What's funny is I get stressed so easily too. And like when I'm at work, that sort of thing doesn't stress me out. It's like before and after work is what stresses me out. Because like before work, it's like, okay, I'm stressed about getting to work. And then after work, I'm stressed about getting everything ready to be ready for tomorrow when I have to work. You know what I mean? Is that kind of fucked up? Even on my days off, it's like, man, I feel like I just got such limited time. It's funny too, because like with the railroad, when I've worked with them, you have very set times or schedules that you work off of. I'm going to fly in this day. We're going to do stuff these days. And then we're going to fly out this day. Right. And that like schedule, knowing everything about that is so nice. Like I really just didn't realize how much I loved that until working at this job where it's like the schedule is every 2 weeks and you have no clue what the future holds after that. and I'm the new guy. So they're like, we're just throwing you wherever, brother. Like, we don't know what kind of schedule you have. So I'm like, oh God. And so it's a very odd thing.
You know, it's interesting that you say that because in my career, in my role, I don't even know how much we've ever delved into this, but I do IT, done it for many years, and my current role is a lot of executive support. So I work for an international company that most people have probably heard of.
Yeah.
And if the president forgets his password right now while I'm recording and my work phone rings, I'm gonna have to take that call. That's my role. So even though resetting his password is the simplest thing in the world, truly, the phone rings and his name pops up, the stress, just instant, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like my job and the things I do are very easy, but sometimes I'm standing in front of the vice president of North American sales and he's asking me a question and I've never heard those series of words put together in that order before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, dude. Oh man. So I've been in my past work experiences like with customer service and hospitality, but I've never worked retail, like proper retail. And so now I'm working at a hardware store, and the amount of times, and obviously this is a completely different level, but the amount of times that people will walk up to me and then speak to me like I know what I'm doing is insane. And it's like, it's not like normal stuff. Like, it's not, hey, where are the eggs at? Or it's like, where is this little piece that goes into this thing and it's going to fix all these other things, but then it needs to like convert into and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, people walk up to me with like pictures and like these long drawn out explanations only for me to be like, hey, can one of the managers get over here? Like I get on my little radio. I'm like, will one of you come over here and help me, please? Oh God. You know what I mean? So.
Man, I'll tell you, and I'll tell any aspiring people out there who want to break into IT for their career. I started in the Geek Squad. Legitimately, I started in the Geek Squad. And very early on in my training, one of these guys said to me, you got to fake it till you make it. Yeah. These people are going to ask you questions you don't fucking know, but you're going to pretend that you do and subtly figure it out.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's IT, baby.
That's like, here's the thing. It's funny because it's kind of the same as what I've been doing. Like I'll fake it till I make it, but I won't speak with confidence on something that I'm like, I got no clue, brother. Like if I don't know, 100%. Because I don't want to fuck their stuff. If they're like working on like my toilet hasn't worked for 5 days and I need to get this one part, and I'm like, I'm not gonna just send you off with some shit that like you don't know is gonna work, right? Like no, we're gonna get this fixed, brother. We're gonna figure it out. But if it's like easy shit, like I can mix paint or fucking whatever, I got that. Come on, brother. What color you want? You want to see foam green? Is that what you want? I don't know.
If I had $1 for every time in my life I was helping somebody with something IT related and I said, listen, here's what I think is going on, but I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. Give me just a minute. Let me do some research.
Yeah. That's the one thing too, man, is I wish I had the ability, because like we're not allowed to, like the only time I take my phone out is when I need to use the interpreter because I don't speak Spanish. So we have a Spanish-speaking employee, a couple Spanish-speaking employees, but for whatever reason, they're scheduled to have like the same days off. So there's just times when we have no one in the store that speaks Spanish. And living in Texas, half the fucking population speaks Spanish. All right, what do you expect? So, I don't know what they're saying. They don't know what I'm saying. So we're trying to communicate. Luckily, there's the keywords. There's keywords that you can find. I made some paint for a lady today, and the way we did it was like very specific keywords. What's the finish you want? Well, how much do you want of it? What color do you want? Like just very few, and with like one word answer type of things. Do you want this or this? And it was like, we just got it done. Oh man,
dude. Yeah. I didn't mean to just be a whole conversation about our jobs, but like what you're telling me sounds amazing. Make it 3 simple keywords, break it down quick and easy so I can solve your problem for you. The issue that I run into constantly is in IT, people don't actually understand their issue. Mm-hmm. So they say the wildest, my screen won't go big.
Yeah.
Oh, what? What does that mean? You walk over and find out they're trying to maximize a window or something, So it's like, it's fair, I've really learned I don't judge people most of the time. I don't judge people for a lack of knowledge. But trying to decipher shit like that sometimes is wild.
Yeah. I'm on the other end of that spectrum where like people walk up to me and they'll hand me something, or they'll say, hey, some guy fucking came in the other day And he goes, do you have what did he say, like eyelet hooks or eyelet eyes or something like that? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, I wanted to say that because I was like, I don't know what the fuck are you talking about? And it took my manager coming because I was like, I'll show you what I think you're talking about. I thought he was talking about something electrical. He goes, no, not at all. It's eyelet eyes. And I was like, what are you talking about? And like, I just feel like a crazy person, like leading him around the store to like places where I think it could be. And then finally I get my manager over and she talks to him. She's like, oh, eye hooks. And I was like, what the fuck is an eye hook? And it's these little things that screw in, and they're like, there's a little circle like hook thing that can hook onto it. And it's just,
so you can just like hang something on the wall.
Yeah, they're called eye hooks. Never knew they were called. And there's so many things like that where it's like, here's a carriage bolt. Here's a fucking whatever. I don't know. Like, I've learned more about like weird niche hardware shit than I've ever wanted to know in like 3 weeks than in my entire life. I didn't realize
you're gonna
that
be Tim the Tool Man before you know it.
I didn't realize. So let me drop some information on the common folk. All right, on the folks that have that have the soft hands like I did.
Please,
right?
Please crack an egg of knowledge all over me.
So you have. I'll teach you a little bit about bolts. Okay, so with bolts, they can either be in standard or metric. Okay. Which is very important because that basically means that's how they're gonna thread. Okay, like that's the measurement of like the thickness. Okay, it could be standard, which is like your 1/4, your 1/2 inch, your 5/8, that sort of stuff, or it could be metric, which is measured in millimeters, right? So then that's like 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever. I don't think it goes to 2. Small, millimeters, right? Millimeters in thickness. They're also, the length is measured in millimeters, so you can have a 6 millimeter by 100 millimeter or 25 millimeter bolt, right? And then there's bolts that match that. There's nuts that match that, or I mean, there's washers and bolts that match that, right? But the other thing that you have to remember is that the threading could be different. So you have coarse thread, which is the thread is
fine thread,
and then fine thread makes
you
want to die. Okay, trying to figure that shit out. Okay, because the thread is like, it's counted. It doesn't say. Sometimes it says specifically that it's coarse or fine. Sometimes people know if it's coarse or fine, and then you gotta figure it out one way or the other. So like, you're just playing fucking. Where's Waldo with these fucking screws? Because it's this long aisle of hatred and pain where on both sides there's screws and all this other shit. It's a nightmare. But so yeah. Oh, and then there's different strengths of bolts. So with standard, you have your grade 5, which is the standard strength of a bolt. And then you have your grade 8, which is like used in automotive. It's a stronger bolt. And then in metric, it's different. It's not the graded system. Now you have your number system. So you have 8.8, which is equivalent to grade 5. Then you have 10.9 and 12.9, which are the different strengths above that. This is what I've been learning. This is Do
people come in and they know that they need this very, very, very specific bolt?
Some people, well, it's okay. So here's the thing. Sometimes people will know exactly what they need. They just don't know where it is. Sometimes people have no clue what they need.
Yeah, I bet.
And then you gotta figure it out. A lot of times what it is they'll bring in. So this is what I figured out. A lot of times with bolts, people will bring something in or whatever, right? People will bring something in. It'll usually be like a broken screw, broken bolt, whatever. They go, I need this size exactly. And so then it's your job to find that size exactly. And I don't do that. That's hard. That's so hard. I did it today. I did it for the first time today, where someone came in with a bolt and then a little bracket, and I found the thread. I got the right bolt that he needed, and I was like, here you go, dog. Like, where you're gonna do it, brother. All right. But there's like little tricks that I've learned and just all this sort of shit. That's why I like paint. Paint's fucking easy, man. Paint is like, the spray paint is paint and primer. And then if you're going to prime something, you can use the spray primer, or there's other, like, it's just easy. Separated by color, and then the finishes and all of it's just, it's divided up so beautifully. And it's not fucking stupid bolts. And don't even get me started on plumbing. I don't even want to talk about plumbing and compression, all that garbage, because none of that shit is retained into my brain yet. It's just, and I have to remind myself too, it's like 3 weeks into this job, so I don't need to know. These motherfuckers have been at this for years, so ugh.
Man, I didn't realize this was going to be a deep dive into hardware episode.
Well, it's funny because last week, or the last episode,
it was last week this time. That's the only time it's ever been accurate.
So last week when we did the episode, I had Japanese horse racing in my mind. I didn't get to talk about my job at all. Now I got some time, so now it's
let it flow, baby.
Dump, baby. Oh God. But yeah, it's a weird and wild, wacky world. It's funny too because like this is the first time in a while that I've had like a steady job where like I have a set schedule. Before, I mean, it's been basically since Enterprise, like 5 years ago, is the last time I had like need to wake up at this time and be there at this time and do the schedule. Because with the railroad, it's like it's that scheduled, but then the days are gonna be you don't know when, right? Maybe months in advance, but then beyond that, it's like, I don't know, it's weird, but it's fine. Honestly, the job's not that bad. Like it's a very easy job. The hardest part about it is picking up 80-pound bags of concrete. Definitely that shit sucks. But what are you gonna do, man?
What are you gonna do? Yeah. So, I mean, have you had any, like, has there been any wild, wacky customers coming in the store yet? I did have, in terms of wild and wacky, not necessarily, like, no one's been out of pocket. I've had, like, one or two people be kind of rude to me. I had one guy who, I didn't know where something was, and he said, must have been the man bun or some shit like that. I don't know, it was really weird. Oh.
Yeah, he was you could tell he was just a very insecure individual who was trying to make up for it by bullying others, but I was like, whatever. Listen, I was killing him with kindness, though. I don't give a fuck. Like, yes, sir, that's really funny. What do you need help with today? Fuck, whatever. Okay? That's what I do.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah, basically. And, but no, I'll tell you one funny story I've had with a customer. Me and my manager, I was shadowing my manager, and he was helping this guy get this little bit. I think I told you this at the LAN party, actually, funnily enough. He was helping this guy get this little bitty like clip thing, right? And the guy had it in his pocket, right? We found the right clip for him, like way before he even pulled this thing out of his pocket. But he felt the need to pull this thing out of his pocket. Now, mind you, he's like both hands digging in, for the Spotify listeners, because I know they can't fucking see, I'll describe. He has two hands in his pocket. You can't see shit, fucking idiots. And he's digging in his pockets, like open, and he's like this, right? And digging in his pocket. And he's just pulling like lint out, not finding this piece at all. Like he's just like setting the lint on the table and shit, dropping it on the floor. I'm like, first of all, that's really inconsiderate. He finally finds the little piece and he sets it down. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, I forgot the most important part of this. Before he found this piece, you just hear him go and fled off the fucking fattest fart. And he goes, ugh, pardon me. And then finally finds the piece and sets it down. It's the exact same piece. It was the exact piece. We got him the right piece. This could have been solved 10 minutes ago. But mind you, I'm trying
not farted on me.
Exactly. And I'm trying not to lose my fucking mind. I'm like crying, laughing at this point, like covering my mouth, turning away, right? Just making sure that he doesn't see that I'm laughing at him. Because it is so funny.
Directly at him.
Yes. Oh my God. And so finally, it's like, all right, thank you, sir. Like he walks off. I have to walk the opposite direction because I'm laughing so hard. Like I lost it for a good like 10 minutes. It was so fucking funny. Other than that though, man, it's just been a lot of like, I get all the old people because like no one wants to deal with old people because they're very slow. They take a long time. They want to talk to you. I'm cool with that, man. I'll talk to everybody. I'll talk with an old person. That fills my time, man. I talked with this old guy today about killing hornets in his garage, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what you could do. And we were trying to troubleshoot him killing these hornets because they were in like a little crevice, and I was like, brother, let me tell you, I'll sit here and troubleshoot with you all day. It's gonna pass my day. Means I don't have to lift concrete. I'm with a customer. I don't have to
face the hornets afterwards. Yeah, so exactly. Let's talk about it.
But like people talk to me about like their gardens or whatever. I don't know. It's just interesting. It's interesting to talk to people. But usually it's the older crowd that's the ones that are gonna be more conversative.
I will say, and I can confirm that for sure with my years of Geek Squad and working at the Best Buy. People are crazy, man. They tell you way more than you want to know sometimes. I'll tell you, I have a wacky and wonderful story from Best Buy.
Hell yeah.
It was 2020, so we had closed down for COVID. Best Buy was at least the one I worked at was totally closed. Nobody could come in for a couple months. If you wanted anything, you had to like order it, and it would be like curbside pickup. And for the Geek Squad, it was literally just create like a ticket online basically, and drop your computer off, and there was no like, I'm not going to sit there and troubleshoot it at your window. I would come out with my mask and my gloves and just take your computer and say thank you and run away.
Oh shit.
That's how it operated for a couple months. But the story opens, they're letting people in. It's like full on mask policy and like only so many people in the store at a certain time. They're like counting people at the door and shit. It was kind of crazy thinking back on it. But homie comes in with a mask to the Geek Squad, needs his MacBook fixed. And it's some like hardware issue, which Best Buy, at the time they couldn't fix. Like they were not allowed to fix hardware on a MacBook in the store. They had to mail it off.
Yeah.
So we tell the guy like, okay, got to mail it off. Gonna be a couple weeks, whatever. And this dude gets irate, starts screaming in the store. Takes his mask off. He's got like 2 other managers tell him, you gotta put your mask on. Stop screaming. Calm down. All this shit. But the funniest thing. He rips his mask off and he starts screaming this is a grown-ass man. And he starts screaming, I need to speak to the manager. And literally he was talking to the Geek Squad manager. And the Geek Squad manager at the time was like this clean-cut, nice, polite, sweet little good Christian white boy man. And he's just like, sir, I am the manager. And he just does it again. I said I need to speak to the manager. And thank goodness I was way off to the side of that one because I couldn't have kept a straight face. Like this is an adult in public.
I have it now in my head canon that this is the same guy who was in the hotel room next to us screaming, "There is no tomorrow."
It might have been.
I have it. It has to be him, man. Has to be.
Have we ever told that story on this show?
Have we?
I don't think so.
We need to now. So okay. in honor of it being QuakeCon, while this episode comes out, we have to tell at least this QuakeCon
Welcome
story.
to a new segment of Time Well Meet. Time Well Mint. Time Well Meet. Time Well Mint. It's called QuakeCon Eve.
That's our only
where the
fan.
episode
Time
before
Well
Quake. That has to already exist. Anyways, welcome to our new segment. This is called QuakeCon Eve, where the episode prior to QuakeCon, we tell a wonderful QuakeCon story.
QuakeCon Hollows. The Hollows Eve of QuakeCon. It's just around the corner.
Did I take on an accent there? I didn't mean to if I did.
I put on the accent.
I haven't slept, folks.
I was just saying, I think we're both just losing our fucking minds this episode. All right, do you want to tell a story or you want me to tell a story?
What year was it? Do you remember?
Ooh, that's a good one. It was like the
like
second
2018, 19?
Yeah. I was gonna say 18 or 19. It was before COVID. Kirby and I were back up in my hotel room, right?
Having a good old time. And we had to go to your. I don't remember why we had to go to your hotel room.
I think we were gonna drink.
Oh my god! I thought you were about to say we were gonna take a shower.
Dude, we were getting nasty. We had to shower, dude. No.
We were stinky boys, so we went to take a shot.
No, I think literally like I went to go get some just like refill on Jameson because I had it in my room for whatever reason. Because it was a glass bottle. That's why they don't allow glass in the OC. And so I had to go back up to my room. You came with me, and it was just you and me. That was the thing. Is I think we were gonna take a shot together, and then I was gonna refill, then head back down. We're just sitting there shooting the shit, man. And all of a sudden, we just hear this like commotion from the room next to us, and I mean it's loud. And then it ends with this
man just yelling.
Clearly, he's on the phone with somebody, or I can't imagine.
So of course, upon hearing this, we're like, "What is going on?" And our nosy asses just press our ears to the wall.
We're both just like up against the wall, and it crescendos with this, "There is no tomorrow." Just so, and so for the rest,
he said it over and over.
Yes,
he was like, "There is no tomorrow.
Oh my
God. I said there is no tomorrow."
And so for the rest of QuakeCon, we're just like screaming at the top of our lungs, "There is no tomorrow!" Just in the BYOC, losing our minds, drunk as hell. Just, "There is no tomorrow." Oh,
wherever that man is, I wish him well.
I hope he found tomorrow. That's what
I bet he was pissed the next morning.
Oh, man. I feel like we went back to the hotel, at least at one point, went back to the hotel room and probably screamed, "There is no tomorrow." So maybe he was a little embarrassed. We got kind of drunk that year.
We did.
Oh,
we did.
Man. That was a great
We're
year.
adults. We can drink at QuakeCon. There's nothing wrong with that.
We're drinking responsibly. We have designated drivers.
No, we do not have designated drivers. We have hotel rooms.
True. Well, I'm saying designated drivers for food, but I guess we usually order or get the food trucks. I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of us are driving under the influence, so.
I'll tell you my drunk QuakeCon story from 2019 or well, there was no.
Was that the one where you
so
lost your weight? Where you?
Yeah, I got real drunk. I got real drunk on Friday night of QuakeCon, I think. And this was back then. We didn't want to pay for a hotel room. We hadn't been enlightened to how great it is to just have a hotel room to walk up to. So I'm drunk. My wife has to drive us back to our house, which is 20, 30 minutes away. And as we're walking out of the hotel, I realize I don't have my wedding ring, and my drunk ass, I just start apologizing to my wife over and over. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, honey. I was so sorry. Fucking the whole drive home. I'm sure I annoyed the piss out of her. And then the next morning we wake up, like, get ready to go back to the convention, get in the car, and I look down and it's just sitting on the floorboard.
That's my favorite part.
It hurts so much more to find it while sober.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's amazing. We have so many, and I can't wait because it's going to be great because we're going to do this episode. This is a little bit more of a filler episode. We don't have as much to talk about. We've just been so busy with life. But then the next episode, it's going to be extra long. It's going to be extra juicy. We're going to have so many stories, whether it's a boring or QuakeCon's never boring. I don't think I've ever been to QuakeCon and it be boring. There's always some.
Will be the longest QuakeCon yet.
Yes. Registration's at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. I plan on being there at like noon. I'm going to I'm registering and staying and playing. My girlfriend's going to be there on Thursday. That's the thing, too, is we have a bunch of new people that are going to be there. And a bunch of like...
Yeah, my wife's very best friend and her husband who was at my bachelor party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be there. My brother's going to be there this year.
Oh, yeah.
My brother, my girlfriend. I have some friends. I think a couple friends that are going to come visit while I'm there. I know that I think one of my friends from a mobile game that I've been playing forever, two of them are going to come out and maybe see us. It's like just so many people, man. Our buddy Reese, who, he just got introduced to QuakeCon a couple years ago. He's bringing a whole group of friends with him this year.
I'm going to sell Reese out.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell Reese out right now because I know he listens. Reese, you're getting sold out, bud. He told me that after his first year at QuakeCon, he wasn't so sure.
Really?
But after his second year, he was like, oh, I get it. This is amazing. I'm never not going to this.
Yeah. It's fantastic. It's, man. It's, And
I think back to it all started with, I've said this before, so we're not going to get all into it. It all started with me and my older cousin, and he had moved here from Lubbock, which is like 6 hours away from Dallas. He moved here due to like job and kind of family needs, and he is telling me, I was like, fuck, dude, I had to have been 15, maybe 16. And he's like, oh, there's this convention you want to go to with me? And we just went every year since, dude. I'm coming up on 20 years. This is 19 or 20 this year.
Damn. It's going to be 25 for him, so.
Yep. Loki Andra, shout out.
Crazy.
He doesn't listen. Bastard.
He doesn't listen. Yeah, that motherfucker. Oh, man. Oh, well, shit, man. That was crazy. It's going to be exciting. And I'll tell you what, man, like these sorts of things, telling these stories, talking about this sort of shit, this is my stress reliever. I know to come full circle, we talked about stress earlier and being stressed in life, but this right here, getting to this podcast, like even if nobody listens, it's still just fun to sit down, shoot the shit. Like I don't even mind the editing. Like the editing, I always bitch about it, but I'm like, it's fine. It takes me like an hour and a half at most, but it's just fun. This is just fun to do, man. I enjoy it. I'm glad I get to do it with you, buddy.
Aww.
Get all sentimental.
Have I been drinking tonight, or have you? You're getting real lovey-dovey on me.
No, just a little Arnold Palmer. God, I love a good Arnold Palmer.
Oh, I'll tell you, man. I didn't know the love that is an Arnold Palmer until a year, 2, 3 ago. I don't know. I was an old man basically by the time I discovered an Arnold Palmer.
Right? Ancient in
You
years.
can't go wrong with it though.
Dude, it's fan. We could have a whole episode about how good Arnold Palmer is. But I think, is there anything else you want to talk? I know you've been playing Satisfactory. What games have you been playing other than that? Is it just Satisfactory?
Do you do your Arnold Palmer with sweet or unsweet tea?
I do my Arnold Palmer by Arizona.
Oh, okay.
So what is this?
I'm just saying the proper way to do it is you need a good lemonade with sugar, and you mix it with an unsweet tea.
Really?
Perfect balance.
Well, let fuck the video games.
Let's
talk about Arnold
hater.
Palmer.
Let's see the downvotes in the comments. I'm a sweet tea hater.
I'm also a sweet tea hater. I fucking hate
sweet
tea. Yeah.
Oh, this podcast is done.
I like milk tea. I'll drink tea, I'll drink oolong tea or something like that. But I don't fucking want to drink ice cold ass sweet gross tea. Ugh. But
too sweet.
I'll tell you right now, this is my favorite tea. There's a place called Salad and Go. It's a chain restaurant. It's here in the Metroplex. I'm sure it's other places too, but they have the best, the best tea or the best Arnold Palmer that I've had. It's a mango green tea mixed with a lemonade combined. Oh my God, it's fantastic. It's just delicious. It's refreshing. You can't go wrong. All right.
You know what's funny? I actually think that one could be a touch sweeter.
Really? I think it's the perfect sweet. That one's it's right at the this. So
it's very, very good. I just wanted a little sweeter.
Right. I get the Arnold Palmer,
but not overly sweet.
But that's the thing too, is I don't. It's weird because when I was young, things couldn't be sweet enough. I loved just pure sugar. Now I'm getting older.
Chicken Express sweet tea.
Yeah. That was just that. Even that was too much. That's always been too much. But now I'm getting older. I'm things can be too sweet. Chocolatey. Things can be way too chocolatey too.
Too rich.
Oh yeah. Hold
on. Wait, is this Time Well Meat or is this Boomer podcast?
Time well boomered. God, yeah. Listen, it's weird how that happens, man. Because now I'm and I still love sweets. My girlfriend's mom, funnily enough, just made some cookies that I got sent home with, but it's they're not too sweet, right? The chocolate chips the sweetest part of it, and they're not that bad, So it's I still like sweets, but I'm not not craving them like I used to. I'm not I don't want that as much. But I don't know what that is. I think it's just getting old and lame. I think that's what it really kind of boils down to.
Old and lame. Speaking of old and lame, have you ever designed a factory?
Yes.
I guess we here at Time Well Meet are actually a divided house. Silas is on Team Factorio, and I'm on Team Satisfactory.
To be fair, I need to preface this. I have played a lot of Satisfactory. I've played through a lot of Satisfactory. You can ask Captain Crisis. He and I think Taylor played with us. We played a shitload of Satisfactory back during COVID. We played every night for a month and a half, I think. We played so much Satisfactory. I mean, we played the fuck out of that game.
Yeah.
But we've played even more Factorio. And it's a lot easier for me to get the boys to play Factorio than it is to play Satisfactory. Mind you, y'all have been playing Satisfactory, but y'all are late to the game, man. I've been playing Satisfactory, all right? And I know which one's superior, and you have no horse in this race because you've never even played Factorio. So I don't want to hear it.
It's true. I'm just completely turned off by the visuals of it.
I know. And then you play it and you realize how fantastic it is. That's the thing.
I'm losing enough time in my life to Satisfactory as it is. I don't really need to be enlightened to Factorio.
You do though. You do. Because it's the next logical step. It's that or Dyson Sphere Project. Dyson Sphere. God, I'll tell you what. The thing that would turn me off of Factorio, or the thing that would weigh Factorio out of my favoritism, would be if Dyson Sphere Project was multiplayer. That would be, because on Dyson Sphere,
is it not?
No, it's single player only. So Dyson Sphere is the same sort of concept of resource management and making things with factories.
But it's like universe.
You can fly. Like you literally get to the point where you develop your little like mech thing that you're working as enough to where you just take the fuck off and fly. And then you can warp to different like dimensions and shit, like different stars. It's amazing. You creating a Dyson sphere around the star that's local to you, traveling to different planets for resources, shooting them back towards like, dude, oh my God, it's so good. And I wish it was multiplayer. If it was multiplayer, it would blow everything. And they just added combat. They just added recently in the most recent updates, they've been adding having to add defenses and having to defend against outer, threats. I don't really know, but they've added like actual like, so it's like make it fucking multiplayer. Oh God, it's so good. It's so good.
I have a good friend of mine who's really into that game, and he's always made it sound so cool, but it just seems like such a time suck. It's one of those things, like if you're gonna start, you just know that's gonna be some time, and there's a lot to learn, a lot to do, and that's it was even the same thing for Satisfactory, but then once you have multiple of your boys on, you're like, okay, well, now it's easier to pass the time.
I will say, the thing about it is that once you have the core understanding of like automation down, they're very transferable. Because we had played Factorio, Satisfactory came to us very easily. We very, obviously it was still a fucking mess for us. We didn't know how to like optimize, but the general idea came to us very easily. It's the exact same thing we're going to Dyson Sphere, where I played it for the first time and, for a little while I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. But then eventually it clicks and you're like, oh, this all makes sense. And I understand now. And there's just little tweaks and changes that make things a little bit different, whether it be the resources that are available or the way that you use those resources. But for the most part, the shit is pretty much translatable. It's just how you're utilizing them or what little quirks or tweaks that you can have, whether it be being able to stack things on top of each other or, the fact that it's 3D versus 2D or whatever. So like, it's interesting. I don't know. It's fun though, man. I love these factory building games. Send me to the factory, but just not in real life.
Yeah. And yet, when we played Satisfactory at my LAN party that I had last weekend, I don't think you did a goddamn productive thing.
I was really drunk. I was very tired. I was very stressed from the week. It was the end of the week, and I was just out of it. I had basically just gotten through my work week. I got off of work, I grabbed my shit, and I drove to your house, which was about an hour away or 30 minutes away.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I didn't think it was that far.
It's like 30, it's an hour away with traffic, but it was about 40 minutes away. And so I got there and I'm just tired and I'm hungry. And I thought, because you were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have pizza heading this ways by the time you get over here. And I was like, awesome. That means when I get there,
I said that?
Yes, you did. You texted me in the text, or on the phone. On the phone, you were like, yeah, we should have pizza heading this ways by the time you get over here. I was like, hell yeah. And so then I got there.
And then when you showed up, you were like, where's the pizza? And I was like, oh yeah, we should order that.
And I'm just like, and it was like one thing after another where it was like, but the thing about it is once I walked through the door, it was like all that just whoosh. And I was just like, I'm glad to be with the boys for a little bit, hang out. Yep. As soon as the food was there, I started drinking, and I started drinking hard. I got really drunk.
You did.
I did.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh man. So it was really hard for me to concentrate on making a factory, because by the time we started playing, because we had to get the server wasn't working, and I was just like kind of like, I'm just gonna play some rematch until y'all figure this shit out. And then by the time y'all got the server working, I was a couple drinks in, I feel like. And then it was just downhill from there. To where, and like we watched South Park, which was awesome. Oh, that episode was so great.
Dude, that latest episode, so good.
Yeah.
My favorite meme in the world right now. Relax, guy.
Yeah, relax, guy.
Dude, me and my coworker have been using it on each other.
Yeah.
I've seen so many things on social media where some people are bitching about the South Park. Well, it'll be a post about the South Park episode. The top comment is somebody bitching about the episode.
Yeah.
And the reply to that is always, relax, guy.
Relax, guy. So funny,
beautiful.
Man. But so, we had a great time. I had a great time. I don't know. I'm sure you had a great time too. It was a blast. Good
That's
little
the thing, man.
preemptive,
It's the magic of LAN parties.
Yeah. I wish I would have gotten to be there longer, but yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Something about I know that I'm a fully grown man and I have a wife and a child and a full-time job and I pay all my bills, but give me a good excuse to take my PC to my friend's house and sit down and act like a little greasy gamer goblin.
Yeah.
And eat pizza and drink beer for 3 days straight.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm there every time. That's
Oh,
all I
every time.
want in life.
Honestly, it's all I need, really. Oh yeah, it's just fun. It's just good fun, good hearty fun. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah,
Dude.
Yeah,
I got something.
yeah,
Remember Hogman?
yeah. Okay, I need to give a little context. Kirby kept playing, at least from an outsider perspective. I showed up, and he has some fucking video. He's got like a little monitor set up, and he's got some video playing. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And Kirby just goes, no context. That's Hogman. You don't know Hogman? That's Hogman. And he didn't explain any further. He just kept, anytime that's Hogman.
The video was on repeat.
Yeah.
For like half of the LAN party.
It was that and Dracula
Hogman.
Flow. And then back to Hogman.
Yeah, we had Dracula Flow. Yeah. Well, it started with Gandalf. You can't really have a LAN party without Gandalf. But then our dear friend Tyler reminded me of Hogman.
I still don't know what Hogman is. I was never given any context.
All right, so there's a band. They're called Bill Murray.
Okay, I know the band Bill Murray because of you.
Yes. So the band is called Bill Murray. And their lead singer vocalist, he's just kind of a meme lord. He has an amazing voice and a really great ear for music, and like their music slaps.
Yeah,
it's very melodic. It's the weirdest combination of a metal and country song you've ever heard. Yeah, but it's so good, dude. It's really, really good. I love it. And the band's called Bill Murray, and the singer is just a huge meme lord. Like, one of their songs is called Absolutely Crankin' My Motherfucking Hog.
Hell yeah.
Right? And so that's like one of their jokes. They're they're from Ohio. A lot of their lyrics and themes around their jokes and art are like Ohio, corn-fed, Midwest Southern boy mowing my lawn in my New Balance with a fucking bush light in my hand type thing. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. They have a music video. It's called More Than Hate is the music video. And we had no audio, but we just had the video playing over and over because it's hilarious in that the lead singer is this, I think he would embrace this. I'm not being insulting. He's a chunky white man.
Yeah.
And he's out in like the woods in nothing but tighty whities and hiking boots. And he's like acting like Sasquatch with his shoulders all like squared up, and he's like hunched down. He's foraging and looking around and running around the woods with a white Monster can because that's what he feeds on, and he calls himself the Hogman.
Wow.
So here's what I wanted to talk about. Here's the whole reason I brought up Hogman. Hogman announced a tour 3 days ago. And myself and our friend Tyler got immediately very, very hyped. We're going to go see Hogman live in Dallas. Can't wait. Tickets officially went on sale this morning at 10 a.m. Today being Friday, and they were sold out Wednesday night.
Damn.
Because
people love Hogman.
I think people love Hogman. I mean, how could you not love Hogman? You love Hogman.
The only reason that you wouldn't love Hogman is because you don't know him.
Exactly.
Yet.
But the only way to get tickets early was through a pre-sale code, which the band was pretty generously giving out on their social medias.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lot of scalpers, man. There were so many.
Did you get tickets?
No.
Oh, shit.
Fucking scalpers, dude. By the time I went to look, they announced this on Wednesday. Maybe they announced it on Tuesday, and I looked on Wednesday, and the only tickets that were left were like way up in the upper balcony, and they were like double the price of regular tickets.
Ooh.
And as much as I want to see Hogman, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go to a metal show and sit in a balcony on my ass.
Yeah,
I like to be in the shit, in the pit. Yeah. So we're gonna miss Hogman and fuck scalpers.
True. Fuck scalpers.
But praise Hogman.
Praise Hogman. May he rest in peace.
Well, he's perfectly alive and healthy.
May he rest in peace, Hogman.
He's fine.
Moving on. May he rest in peace. No. Fucking Hogman. I don't know. That was just such a weird. That's Hogman. You know Hogman? No.
And all you see is a fat white guy in his tidy whities like running through the woods.
Silence. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
It's Hogman.
It's Hogman. Anyways, all right. We gotta start winding down here. Oh man, this is great. I love doing this. This is fantastic. I have a question for you, Kirby. So for those of you who don't know, my screen just got brighter because I pulled up this question. Every episode we try and ask kind of like a little bit more of an impactful question. I think it's kind of just going to be a more generalized impactful question versus like we were kind of doing stuff more directed towards men. But I think this is kind of more just impactful in your life and that sort of stuff. And then we do a hypothetical, just kind of wind things down, end the show, kind of leave it on a more solid note. So the question I have for you today, Kirby, is, it's really funny because we kind of answer this. What's changing in your life? And the question is directed more towards what in your life is changing for the better, right? What could you point to that you're like, man, this is changing in my life?
I don't know that I could specifically point to one thing because I generally have an attitude in my life of trying to better myself every day to the best of my abilities. So, I mean, the first two things that come to my mind are over time in recent years, or even just this year, actually, I've been working on my health, hitting the gym, getting stronger, feeling healthier, weight's down a bit, but also I put a lot of work kind of once again on that mental health aspect of my relationship with my wife and making sure we're communicating effectively.
Yeah.
And, being a good husband, being a good father.
Yeah.
And now that my coworker is leaving me, I got a whole bunch of shit to learn at work. And I've been putting in the work. I'm learning it like I'm ready as I can be.
Yeah, that's all you can do, honestly.
Yeah. I would say everything's getting better because I put the work in.
Hell yeah. So, okay, so I want to ask you a little bit of a follow-up question, and I'll answer the question as well here in just a moment, but I want to ask you specifically a follow-up question. What are the steps do you think that you took leading up to, let's say even just this past couple of years? What are kind of the steps that you took to move towards that betterment? What do you think are the decisions that you made, or how do you think you came across the motivation to even want to make those changes for yourself?
Fuck. That's good. I mean, I almost want to say trial and error because it's kind of the funny answer.
Yeah, no.
In that
funny but true.
I'm gonna use the example of my relationship with my wife. You make the same mistake in saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing in a certain way that causes an issue. You make the same mistake enough times, and at some point you finally get to the point where you go, okay, I gotta solve it, I gotta change it, I gotta fix it.
Yeah.
And then you start reaching and kind of clawing for any solution, and hopefully whatever you start trying works, and you just keep at it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Damn, right on, man. It's a weird thing trying to fucking figure your shit out, and I think I've always said this, that like, or I've always had this thought in my brain about like do we even really like grow up properly? Like what the fuck is even being an adult? Or are we just kind of like no one has this shit figured out? I talked to my mom. This has been like a couple months ago, and we talked about the fact that, you know, she's gonna be 75 this year, and she was like, I still feel like, yeah. And she was like, you know, I still feel like I'm like, you know, 19, 20 years old. I'm just in an older body. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing to an extent, and I'm just getting by, and I just want to be happy and these sort of things. Like, you know, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you're just trying to do better you're trying to do better tomorrow than what you did yesterday, right? Kind of the whole mentality. And I really appreciate it. And I feel that same way where it's like, fuck, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going or what's happening. But to answer,
there's a key.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off. But there's a key
absolutely.
element that you said there of you gotta want it. You gotta.
Yeah.
You have to reach the point where you understand. It's introspect, maybe, that I think kind of comes with maturity and age. Of, you know, every situation I go in, I have X problem. What's the common denominator? And it's always me.
Yeah.
And then you finally reach the point of maturity that you can start looking inward and realizing, oh, I get defensive when people mention my nose or something stupid like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, whatever it might be, you have to figure it out to start making a change.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head, especially with the, you know, it is introspection. It is looking within yourself and finding not necessarily the problems, but what you want to change, right? What are the things that you look at and you go, man, I don't like this about myself, so I'm going to take these actions to change that, right? And that's the thing too, man. People get stuck in that inability to change. You get stuck in that cycle. It's a very cyclical thing of like, I'm just going to keep doing the same shit every day because it's what's been working, but it could be working better if you work on it a little bit. You know what I mean? If you put that extra effort, you know, you could probably be living, you know, a solid life, but then adding working out and helping and building your relationship with your wife and these sorts of things. Yeah. It's helping you live. It's helping your quality of life. It's helping you have a better quality of life, it's helping you be happier and feel more fulfilled with life. Right. You know, it's a very like odd thing to think about, like purpose and why we're even fucking here and all that sort of shit. And I think it always boils down to, at least in my personal opinion, giving yourself purpose, finding purpose for yourself and finding out why you're here, through your actions and through the relationships that you build and through the love and happiness that you get to find throughout the journey. So, I like that. I like your answer a lot though. I like that. So pretty wacky.
Happy to help.
Yeah.
Hey, Silas, you want a shot?
You want a shot? Fucking hell.
Sorry, we were too serious. Back to it.
I was gonna say, what's changing in my life? I would say, fuck, man, the fact that I'm kind of trying to maintain my relationships with my friends a little bit better. I noticed over the past couple of years, I was really bad about. I'm really bad about. I'm really good at making friends. I'm not very good at keeping friends. I've had a lot of friends throughout the years. It's really hard for me unless you're just in the spaces that I'm in all the time, which is basically my Discord and then my room, which no one's here. So, you know, basically just Discord. Yeah. Well, shut the fuck up. Unless you're in the spaces that I'm in constantly, it's really hard for me to stay in contact with you. It's very easy for me to keep in contact with someone like Ramsey because I'm talking to him all the time. I'm in Discord. I'm playing games with him. That's where I like to be anyways. So I'm going to be there, but it's harder for me to keep like my real life connections together. And so I've been trying to make the extra effort, reach out to people, try and reconnect and try and be like, hey, I just want to let you know you're on my mind. Even if I'm not there with you, like, I just want to let you know, I'm present. I'm here. Like, you know, I know that I went and saw my best friend just a couple weeks ago. And it was like the first time I'd seen him in months. And that's kind of how our relationship had been. And I realized like, that's not really right. That's not fair to him for me to kind of not be so present. And so having that presence of, and that want, cause I guess it's not that I don't want to spend time with him. It's just I don't ever make the time, or I don't ever have the time or find the time. And that's always the hardest part, right? Getting older, it's like you have less and less time because you get just busier and busier. But it's interesting to kind of see a little bit of the fruits of that, just because, the other day I just fucking called him. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to call him, see what's up. And we talked for, hour, whatever, not maybe 30 minutes. I'm just like, shoot the shit, man. Like, I called my brother the other day and we talked for like 2 fucking hours. I called my other buddy that I hadn't talked to in a couple months. We talked for like 20, 30 minutes, just catching up with people, like, making plans and trying to rekindle and reconnect with people. And I think that's important for me and for everybody. Like, make sure that, relationships and friendships and stuff like that, it's not a one-sided thing on either side. Like, you have to understand, like, give the energy that you're getting, but also don't overgive. You don't be too generous. Don't exhaust yourself on people who aren't going to give you back that time. But maintenance is important, man. Call and check in on your friends, or even just shoot them a text, man. That's the one thing that I'm real big on. I was like, let me just shoot a text out. Hey, man, I know we don't talk, or I know it's been a minute or whatever. Like, I just wanted to call, let you know you're on my mind. I love you, and I hope you're all right. That's So.
I love that. I love to do that. If I am maybe I'm on a social media and I see a post from a friend I haven't talked to in a while, and I think like, oh, I haven't talked to him in a while. I try to make an effort to just shoot a text and say, hey, long time, thinking of you, hope you're good. I mean, that's really all you got to do. And that opens the dialogue for more conversation. And then maybe one thing that you said I think was really hit the nail on the head is we have to make the time for the things that are important. It's easy to say, I don't have time to hang out with my friend. Yeah. But if you really want to see that friend, you will make the time.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what it boils down to at the end of the day.
Yeah. 1,000,000%. It's a weird give and take, man. It's a weird kind of balancing act that you go through with life where you only have, I mean, it's very, morbid to think about, but like you only got an allotted amount of time. Every single one of us has got this allotted amount of time. You don't know how much of it is, and you just got to hope, it's kind of the average, but it's interesting. It's interesting how we spend that time. I don't know. This is a completely off the topic tangent, but I hate when people go, like video games are a waste of time, or whatever hobbies that you might have, that's a waste of time. If you're having fun doing it and you're enjoying that time, if you're enjoying this time that you're spending with people, or the experiences that you're having, or the story that you're getting to experience, whatever it may be, that's not a waste of time. That's and how you spend your time is how you choose to spend it, right? Like that's, no one else can spend it for you. So it's an interesting thing.
It's just like you said, it's a little bit of a balancing act, because video games can be a waste of time.
Yeah.
If you are unemployed and you don't have enough money to pay your rent and you're playing World of Warcraft, then it's a waste of time and it's a problem and it's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
But if you're living your life and you're doing what you got to do, you're taking care of your business. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you want to sit down and play some World of Warcraft, dude, rock it. You deserve nothing but that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So stay in your lane, play video games, don't waste your time, and maintain your friendships. And
build a factory.
Better yourself. Build a factory.
Build a factory with your friends. That way you can maintain the relationship and grow the factory.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
May I ask you a hypothetical question?
You may.
Okay. Would you choose to never meet another new person for the rest of your life, or never eat a new food?
Oh, fuck. Oh, this is hard. Oh, my God. I got to think about the people I know. Because I fucking love food, and I love trying new food, because then when I find it, and here's the thing, I think with the wheelhouse of foods that I've eaten before, I got really, but there's certain shit that I haven't tried. There's this like Turkish dessert.
That you have a specific example.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's this Turkish dessert that Ramsey and Taylor showed me. It starts with a B. It's like baccarat or some. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. It's like some like cake. It's like cake with like pistachios and shit on it. I don't know. It looks delicious, and I really want to try it. So if today I was like, well, I want to meet new people, but
you never get your Turkish baklava.
What the? Oh, I don't know. That's a hard one. That's a really tough one, man. Holy shit. I gotta work this out. So let's think about all the people I know. Because at some point, you know, I don't know that many people younger than me. So I'm thinking about like a lot of the people that I know are probably same age, a little older. So then when people die off, that's it. You're like, you have the people that are younger than you, and you have to just hope nothing happens to them. Okay, let me dial back just a minute.
You're getting real analytical on this. I love it.
So okay, what about so when you talk about people that you met, is it people that you've just seen? Is it people that you know on a first name basis? Is it people that you've, you know, how are you kind of justifying this? That's kind of what I need to know.
What would be the definition of meeting a person for you?
I don't. Well, so meeting somebody.
If you walk by somebody in the Walmart, you would not consider that meeting them.
True. So having said hello, or even like, so like I met a guy the other day. I was just picking up food, and you know, I was waiting on my food to be ready. I sat down next to him because he offered me a chair, and you know, he was like, "Oh, I'm just waiting on my food," and I was like, "Yeah, whatever, that's fine too. I'm waiting too." And we had a short conversation. At the end, we exchanged our names, shook hands, said, "Have a good rest of your life," and took off. So I would consider that I've met that person, right?
Yeah.
I know
What
his first name. I'm not gonna say his fucking name. It was Lonnie. Okay, there you go. His name was Lonnie. Very sweet guy.
I was just curious if you'd remember. That's awesome.
I did.
That you remember.
Sweet, super sweet guy, hairstylist. Had been a hairstylist for 25 years. Very sweet, very nice.
Wow.
Very wonderful interaction. It was very nice. He was very sweet. But the thing about it was like that sort of thing is like, for me, kind of a rarity, because I interact with people. I'm very sociable, you know. Even like just before that, I had a really nice interaction with a woman and her mother in the it was like an older lady in like a chair, or in the, you know, like the motorized scooters, and her daughter was clearly like kind of just goofing around, talking about like, watch out, don't hit him now, and so we just had a funny interaction with that. But like, I didn't get their name, so like, but we had a funny, like, nice little cute interaction.
I would say you met them.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess any sort of like conversation, maybe like I would say even just saying hello to somebody in this sort of scenario, if you've said
That's
hello
fair.
to them,
I mean, if you are looking at them and saying hello, you're definitely acknowledging their existence. So that's your meeting.
Okay. Because here's the thing, on the flip side of that, I've walked by a number of men and done the nod, you know what I mean? Or the sup, you know. I've done that with a lot of people, or mostly men, because it's just what dudes do, right? I don't know why.
It's what dudes do.
It's what dudes do. So I've met a lot of men like that. You could consider, would you consider that as like a greeting, like a more of a gesture versus like actual physical words traded, you know?
Yeah, I'll let you have it.
Okay. So even with all of that, and I've met a lot of people through my work. So like, I've worked in high capacity events. I'm talking to all these people, interacting with them. So like, even with all that, it still like doesn't even scratch the surface of like the populace of the world, right?
There could always be somebody cooler than me out there. Maybe you could have a better podcast.
I don't know. I feel like I'm never gonna meet another person again. I want to try new food, but but then that means like, if I want to try authentic food, I've never been to Japan, so there's no one in Japan gonna make me food.
Huh.
How is this gonna work now? How am I gonna get all the cool, awesome food that I want if I can't meet anybody to get the food?
You know, I will have to go back to the internet post where I found this question, and
it's just magic.
I'll update the thread. It might be a couple years late, but I'll update and I'll ask these clarifying questions. We'll have an update for you guys in 2 weeks. All right.
I think in this world, the food is just there and existent. I think you can try the food. It doesn't matter, the cultures and all that sort of stuff. Because there's no way that you wouldn't be able to try the food, right? Like,
yeah, what's stopping you? There's no people.
There's no people. So, I think I'm gonna. I don't give a fuck. The people that I have in my life right now are pretty awesome. I don't need any more. So, I've met enough people to be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat the food.
You know, what I find funny about this is that you just went on and on. You analyzed it. You thought about it. You thought about the what ifs, the possibilities, the ramifications, and the consequences of your choice. But for me, I said exactly what you said from the start. I was like, I love all the people I know. Fuck it, I want food. It was so easy.
Oh, shit. Fuck it, I want food. That's such a Taylor answer, too. Oh,
and also,
man.
like, meeting new people sucks a lot of times, so I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Stay out of my face.
So antisocial. Oh, my God. I like meeting new people because new people could be interesting. You never know when it's going to be a new friend that I'm not going to keep up with and maintain. You never know when it's going to be a new
asshole.
True. Very true. I feel like, maybe I'm just like too gullible or blind to assholery. I feel like I haven't met a ton of assholes. I think unless I get to know you on a deeper level, I won't know if you're an asshole topically unless you just present yourself that way. I've met plenty of people who think they're just better than you, but it's like, you're just a fucking tool and no one gives an actual shit about you. You realize that. Like, I'm too pessimistic to care about what the fuck they think about themselves.
I feel
that. You know, to me, meeting like someone who's like bigger than their britches or just fucking kind of a dick or whatever doesn't really bother me. It's meeting the cool people that I'm like, oh man. I'll give you an example. I met one of the friends that I work with on the train. I met her niece this year. She got to work on the train. She was one of the coolest fucking people I've met. Like, she was that. And then there was another one of her friends that was on there. My friend's friend that was on there. So it was like, I met these two awesome new people who I am still in contact with. And they're like just really nice, awesome, wholesome, sweet people. And that's great. I love it. Like, that's, you know, so not being able to do that, it's kind of hard for me. But that food, though.
I'm saying. Here's a theory. I used to deliver pizza for many years.
Yeah.
Okay. And over the time in delivering pizza, I met a lot of people, interacted with a lot of people all over the place.
Yep.
And I developed a theory that I think just maintains through most of life. All of the people that you're going to meet in this world, 80% of them are just going to be like cordial, polite, forgettable. Yeah. You're gonna brush into them and you're going to move along and never think of them again.
Yeah.
10% of people are going to be so nice, you're going to remember them. Like, that guy was so nice, or that woman was so sweet, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. And then 10% of people are going to be such fucking assholes that they're literally going to ruin it for the other 90%.
Yeah.
And that's Kirby's take on life. Welcome to Time Well Meet.
Oh, God. Wow. What a life. So we're choosing food over people, is basically what you're saying.
100%. Easy. Easy choice.
Food's not going to cut me off in traffic, so.
Mm-mm.
Oh, man.
Food's not going to yell at me.
Food's
not going to ask me dumb questions.
The other thing I keep thinking about is, like, in the pool of people that I've met, there's still the assholes that are in there. And if I can, you know, not saying that I'm forced to interact with them, but if I have to interact with them, what if, and like, I think about, like, you know, what if I just lose my fucking way and this friend group just dissipates, right? Or like I just drift away. I can't make new fucking friends.
You have good food, though.
I have great food, though. That might get me by. Oh, shit.
Food over people.
Food over people. The core takeaway from all of this is food over people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuck,
and
man.
Grow your factory.
Grow your factory with the boys. Oh, shit, man. All right. Anything else you want to wrap up? Say anything last things to say to the people?
I think I've said more than enough for this episode.
Oh, God. All right. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you know what, if you're answer the theoretical in the comments, also, you know, let us know in the comments what's changing in your life for the better. You know, send us a text if you know us, because most of the people that watch this are people that know us. You just text us. You don't even worry about commenting.
What I really want to see, I want to see some comments on Spotify reminding Silas that you can see him. There's video.
No, they can't see me.
It's there.
They can't see me. That's not true. No one on Spotify. Spotify is sound only. I could fart into the mic right now. But they wouldn't know if it was me putting my butt up to the mic or me making fart noises with my hands.
Let's test that theory. All right, Spotify users, let them know.
We'll put a poll up on Spotify. Did Silas make that?
Real fart or no?
Holy fuck. Oh my God. We would love to fart into the mic and talk about how much we love food over people more. Fuck. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that shit. If you're on Spotify, be sure to listen harder. Oh shit. Like, subscribe, leave us a comment about what you liked or whatever. Answer the questions. Yeah. I want to know your answers. So say, or whatever. Who gives a shit? Oh fuck, man. We would love to just lose our minds here for the rest of time with you all. But I think that was time well meet. I have been dialed in to this drama.
Communication is alpha.